Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. Going to have a look at the weather next 10 to 14 days. For today's second video, day 10 will take us around the 29th of September, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that. The extended GFS and ECM ensembles they run to around a couple of weeks. Have a look at CFS-V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, which will take us into the second half of September. So weekend forecast has been released. That's your weekend look ahead. As always on a Saturday, we have your weekend forecast. It could be a week of change. We're starting with late summer, and we're going to finish up on a very, very autumnal note, and have a weekend forecast and see what's going on there. At the end of the video, I'll talk you through what's happening tomorrow. Going to be another epic day at GWV tomorrow, and I'll talk you through what's happening there at the end of the video. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to say a big thank you to our latest channel member. So I did a live stream last night. If you haven't tuned into that yet, if you haven't watched it back, then it is quite funny. So I won't give any spoilers, but it is a very, very funny live stream as usual on a Friday night. But this one was particularly funny. I was rather over the top. So if you want to have a replay of that, then you can do it. It's on the channel indefinitely, and it's on the homepage at GavsWeatherVids.com at the moment. But in the live stream, we picked up another channel member. So I'm going to say a big thanks to our latest channel member. So thank you so much to Jefferscraft for Minecraft now. Thank you so much to Jefferscraft for becoming a channel member for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much, Jeffers, for doing that. It really is incredible, all of the channel members that we've got and the support you've all given to GavsWeatherVids. So thank you so much to Jefferscraft, the Minecraft dad, for becoming a GavsWeatherVids channel member. It's incredible. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Jeffers, for doing that. Thank you to all channel members, all patrons, all donors as well. If you would like to become a channel member for GavsWeatherVids, all you need to do is come to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube homepage, click the join button, and that'll take you through to another page where you can see what benefits you get for becoming a channel member. And you can sign up on that page, all of that good stuff as well. So thank you so much to all of our channel members. Thank you so much to Jefferscraft for becoming a GavsWeatherVids channel member in yesterday's late night live, Friday night live stream. Right, so yeah, and also I'm going to take you, I've been doing like the Emperor. This is quite funny. I've been doing like the Emperor doing Do It in some of the live streams just recently, and Savvy has decided to dub my Do It over the real Emperor. So and he's uploaded it to YouTube as Emperor Palpatine. So do you want to have a listen to this? This is me saying "Do it" over the real Palpatine. Have a listen to this and see what you make of it. So here we go. Do it. Do you want to have another listen? Let's turn up a bit. Okay, so here we go, yeah. Do it! Thank you to Savvy for doing that for me one more time. Do it! There we go. So thank you to Savvy for making me the Emperor. So I shall leave the link to this little video with a description here at YouTube. And yeah, you can have a listen to Gavpatine whenever you would like. Gavin becomes the Emperor on YouTube. Thank you to Savvy for doing that for me. Right, okay, so let's move on then. I'm going to start off by having a look at the video. And so we've got various disturbance areas in the tropical Atlantic. We've got various disturbance areas in the tropical Atlantic still. So let's go through these one by one. So the first thing we've got to look at is this yellow X just here. So that is disturbance 2. There's a 0% chance of cyclone formation with that in the next 48 hours, and a 10% chance in the next 5 days. Moving further northwards, we've got this orange X just here, which is disturbance 1, with a 40% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days, and a 50% chance in the next 5 days. National Hurricane Center are saying post-tropical cyclone Paulette is moving southward and is now located a few hundred miles southwest of the Azores. The cyclone is forecast to continue southward for the next day or so and then stall over marginally warm waters a few hundred miles south of the Azores. The cyclone could subsequently develop tropical or subtropical characteristics by early next week while it moves little. For more information about marine hazards associated with this system, see High Seas Forecast issued by Meteo France. Right, we've got Beta as well. Over here, we have got Tropical Storm Beta just there. We've got Wilfred, Tropical Storm Wilfred there. And we've got Hurricane Teddy. Let's do Wilfred next. So this is Tropical Storm Wilf, giving a maximum sustained wind of 40 miles per hour with minimum set pressure of 1,007 millibars. Moving west-northwest was at 15 miles per hour. This is going to remain as a tropical storm for the rest of the weekend, and then we'll go post-tropical early next week, becoming post-tropical depression. I don't think you have to worry too much about Wilf at this stage. Beta is just here. Yes, we have gone into the Greek alphabet now with these names. So tropical storm Beta is giving maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour with a minimum set pressure of 995 millibars. Moving northwards at 8 miles per hour. Clicking on Beta. Let's have a look and see what Beta is forecast to do. So Beta is going to become a Category 1 hurricane. Current position of Beta is just there. Beta will become a Category 1 hurricane. Very close, or getting very close, to the Texas Gulf Coast. So that's very significant for like the Texas coast of the Gulf of Mexico. Quite significant indeed. And then running along the coast by looking up towards Louisiana and becoming a tropical storm. And then lastly, we have got Teddy. Hurricane Teddy is just here. Currently a Category 4 hurricane, giving maximum sustained winds of 125 miles per hour with minimum set pressure of 952 millibars. Clicking on Teddy, we can see that Teddy is still a major hurricane and is going to remain as a major hurricane as Teddy moves up towards the Bahamas and up towards Bermuda, I should say, and pushes northwards, then goes post-tropical as it heads up towards Newfoundland, Nova Scotia in the second half of the coming week. So it's all going on, it's all happening in the tropical Atlantic still. This very, very big, massive hurricane season continues, and we'll be keeping you updated with all of the twists and turns in the coming weeks with this hurricane season at GavsWeatherVids. Right, this is how the CT is currently looking. So the CT provisional up to yesterday, the 18th of September, is standing at 15.5 degrees. That's an anomaly of 1.5 degrees above average. It's going to be downhill all the way from here, really. So where we finish up, I'm not quite sure. We're probably going to finish up in the low 14s, I would have thought. However, I'm not ruling out the chance that we might finish up in the sort of upper 13s. I certainly wouldn't rule that out, because we are in some very cool weather by the look of it as we get into the second half of this coming week and over the last weekend of September. More about that in a moment. These are the 500 millibar height anomaly flow charts of Penn State University for the next week to 10 days, taking us up to around the 29th of September, so pretty much up to month's end. We've got the ECMWF on the top, the GFS is on the bottom, so 500 millibars in area in actually high pressure, low pressure. I've been moved around by the jet stream running above. Red extrapolates high pressure, blue to low pressure. Look at this, the ECM looks very unsettled in the 7 to 10 day time frame with low pressure through the country along the jet stream as well. So cool and unsettled with the ECM. The GFS is very similar. The only difference is that it's more unsettled and it's cooler. So we have this area of above heights in the Atlantic going up towards Greenland, which is forcing a jet stream further southwards than it does with the ECM. And we've also got like a deep trough of low pressure over to the east of the country. So that is pulling down very cool, very, very cool northerly winds, and it's very unsettled as well. Just variations of a theme. The GFS is a little bit cooler and a little bit more unsettled compared to the ECM, but they are both sort of going in the same direction. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. So we're looking at Brig today. If you'd like to have your local town or city featured within this part of the video, then all you need to do is let us know in the comments, or you can email us at GavsWeatherVids@gmail.com and whatnot. We're very easy to get hold of, so just let us know where you'd like to see featured, and we're very happy to do that. So this is Brig in Lincolnshire, another suggested location for this part of the video. So I say red lights 30-year upper air temperature average for Brig. We're going to be significantly above average the next couple of days, but from around Tuesday onwards temperatures are downhill all the way, and as we go into the second half of the coming week and into last weekend of September, yes, it's getting much cooler, with the upper air temperatures dropping down to at least 0 degrees at 850 HPA. Some of these on some members, including the latest operational run, actually taking the upper air temperatures down to minus 5 at 850 HPA, which is extremely cold, actually, for this time of the year. It looks like as we go into the start of October, we begin to see a bit of a recovery in the temperature, then they just start to pick up a little bit, but it's a slow old process, and certainly like the last week, certainly last 5 days of September, looking really quite cool. Precipitation wise, plenty of dry weather coming up over the next 2 or 3 days, but after that turning increasingly unsettled. So yes, looks like we've got showers or longer spells of rain to come, and temperatures taking a bit of a plummet as well. Temperature anomalies from the 19th, 27th of September, generally trending a little bit cooler than average now for the north, further south near normal. I expect these to trend colder in the coming days. Precipitation anomalies from the 19th, 27th of September, near normal. Expect these to start trending wetter. This is the latest wind flow map from earthnullschool.net. So it's all going on. Down in tropics. More about that in a moment. You can see where the jet stream currently is. So at the moment, it's still under high pressure. Despite talking about changes afoot, we are still under high pressure right now. So there's plenty of ridging up here in the jet stream with the westerlies and southwesterlies up here. That jet stream will be moving southwards in the week ahead. Let's move down towards the tropical Atlantic. So this is what's left of Paulette just here. So that's what's left of Paulette, and it's around the Azores. It might get some tropical elements returning to it in a few days. This, much more strikingly, just here, of course, is Teddy. Let's zoom in on Hurricane Teddy. This is a very, very major hurricane indeed. Look at that. Wow, look at that circulation. That is currently major Hurricane Teddy, and that is heading straight to Bermuda. So yeah, that's going to give a really nasty impact to Bermuda later tomorrow and into Monday. It looks a beast, it looks a monster, and that is a very, very significant hurricane indeed. So yeah, it's all happening in the tropical Atlantic right now. Alright, moving on to UK Met then. So this is how UK Met looks for Tuesday. Tuesday is the breakdown of the high pressure that we've had all month. So we've got a cold front coming in off the Atlantic on Tuesday, breaking down the ridge, and turning us cooler and unsettled. Look at that. Wednesday, we push that cold front through, although it may stall across England and Wales and give a very wet morning on Wednesday morning, but it'll clear out of the way. But then after that, we are really opening the door to the Atlantic, and we turn very unsettled then into the second half week, very autumnal. This is the 25th of September, looking wet and cool, very autumnal indeed. We're on the cool side of the jet stream by that point as well. But GFS 6Z looks like this. So again, Tuesday, the changeover day, as a band of rain pushes across the country, we go into showers, longer spells of rain on Tuesday night into Wednesday. Thursday, next low pressure coming in. That clears away to the east on Friday. In comes those northerly winds. We're cool and unsettled, then very cool and unsettled into the final weekend of September. Winds are in from the north. That is pulling down that -5 Celsius ice firm. Look at this. -5 Celsius ice firm pushing down through central and northern parts of the country. There it is. Along with those northerly winds as well. Right, move on beyond that, and the ridge begins to slip in from off the Atlantic. So you start to cut off that northerly, but it'll be a cool ridge, this. And of course, as winds fall light, with the cool air already established, or even quite cold air already established, we will have to start thinking about a chance of frost as we come towards month's end. Not just ground frost, but probably air frost, particularly so up in the north. Now, eventually to the early part of October, the GFS 6Z does turn things milder as it pulls the wind back in to the west and to the southwest once again. Still a bit unsettled. There's another slight northerly shock coming through there on the 5th of October. GM looks like this. So again, Tuesday is the transition as we push that cold front through the country. There'll be some heavy rain along that. And then the second half of this week turns very unsettled, very autumnal with that area of low pressure. We may bring more rain into the south over the weekend. Quite a bit of uncertainty about the placement of this area of low pressure just here. What we can say is it's going to be a very cool or even quite cold weekend next weekend. Winds in from the north for all of us by Monday 28th of September by day 10. Tuesday 29th, the ridge is slipping in from off the Atlantic, and so that's turning us drier, but it is cold under that ridge. There will be a risk of overnight frost. And then the ECM looks like this. Again, all change from Tuesday to Wednesday as we push that cold front through the country. Then it goes very unsettled through the second half of the week with showers or longer spells of rain and more wet weather piling in from off the Atlantic as we move up towards day 10. That's how we finish up as we get towards day 10, Tuesday 29th September. Just trying to reintroduce a slightly milder push from the southwest, but we're still under this ridge. It's probably still quite cold under that ridge of high pressure. This is a rainfall forecast based on that ECM run from TometoShow.com. Here's the cold front on Tuesday, moving in from off the Atlantic. It turns us increasingly unsettled through the second half week with showers or longer spells of rain coming and going, and we keep these unsettled conditions going up to day 10 as well. These are the options that are on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 by the Icelandic Met Office. It gets us to the 29th of September, so we have 18 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure over the country. In come the westerly winds. They're going to be cool and very unsettled with that one. 13 with low pressure to our north. High pressure to our south, winds are sort of westerly. Driest weather is in the south, wettest weather is up in the north. 12 with low pressure away to the northwest, a ridge down to the southwest. That's trying to turn us a little bit drier and a little bit milder. 2, and then 8 with low pressure over and to the east of the country. Winds are going quite westerly with that. So generally looking quite unsettled at day 10 with most of those options. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This is for the 4th of October. We have 26 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure over top of the country, high pressure pulled out into the middle of the Atlantic on the cool side of the jet stream. So those look very unsettled and still quite cool. 13 with high pressure to our southwest and to our northeast. Winds are probably coming in from an easterly direction with that. Turning drier, but quite cool. And then 12, let's change the colour with high pressure just out to our west. So going to be turning drier with that, but again the wind direction will be quite cool, I think, with most of those options for the beginning of October. Finally, CFSV2 looks like this. It means a 500 millibar height sprung down to week periods. The first week period takes us from the 19th to the 25th of September. Let's change the colour again. So we have below average heights in this coming week over and to the north of the country. Above average heights, high pressure pulling out into the North Atlantic, flare majesty, something like that. So looking unsettled there, looking unsettled and cool as well for week 1. Week 2 also looks unsettled. It's the 26th of September to the 2nd of October. Deep low low pressure over to the north country, winds in from west northwesterly direction. That's going to be cool and unsettled too. Week 3 is going to be the 3rd of October, I should say, to the 9th, with high pressure up to our northeast and out to our west. Low pressure is to our south. Flow and jet doing something a little bit like that. So again, cool and quite unsettled in week 3. And then week 4 is the 10th to the 16th of October. Above average heights going to the northeast, but ridging down into the country. That's settling things down a bit, but could be quite cool. That could bring in a wind from an east or northeasterly direction, which in the middle of October is not going to be particularly warm. Right, finally, if you enjoyed this video, you're enjoying the content on the channel at the moment, then please can you give us a like. Remember to click like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got to put on something like another 40 subscribers, I think, to get to 7,500 subscribers. When we reach 7,500 subscribers, we will start the grind to 8k subs. So click like, subscribe, and don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids too. If everybody who subscribes brings a friend, then we'll get to 8k that much quicker. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. When we get to 8k, there is going to be an announcement. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but when we get to 8k, no, what am I talking about? When we get to 7,500k, and we begin the grind to 8k, there is going to be an announcement about what will happen when we reach 8k subscribers. We're going to be doing something quite exciting at GavsWeatherVids when we reach 8k subscribers. But I won't tell you what that is until we get to 7,500 and formally begin the grind to 8k subs. So we've got to put on something like another 30 subscribers, I think, to get 7,500, and then the grind to 8k will begin. Right, so that's it for your videos for today. So got a busy old day of it coming up tomorrow. We're going to have the 3rd Winter 2020-21 update part 1. Be focusing on things like solar activity, sea surface temperature anomalies, ANSO, what's going on with this hurricane season. We'll bring you up to date with ACE on that one. Of course, Eurasian snow cover, Arctic size extent, etc, etc, etc. All of that will be coming up in part 1 of the 3rd Winter Update tomorrow. Part 2, which is like the analogues, will be an outside of the box special from our good friend Richard. That'll be coming up on Monday. Also, tomorrow I've got the ECWF Metro France DWD long range update. That's already recorded and it's an interesting watch. I'll say no more. And then at 6 o'clock tomorrow we will be live streaming, and I'll be much more sensible than I was last night. But that's going to be a question special, really. But there will be long range stuff included, probably CFSV2 long range stuff. That's always very reliable, something to look at. But the main thing with that one is that I'll be taking loads and loads of questions. I didn't do as many questions as I should have done on Wednesday, and so we'll do around 30 to 40 minutes before I do anything else, around 30 to 40 minutes of just taking questions, and that will be on Sunday from 6 o'clock in the live stream. Okay, right, so that's it. The link to Gavpatine is with this video in the description. So if you want to have a listen at me becoming the Emperor, courtesy of Savvy, thanks Savvy for doing that, then you can have a click on the link. You'll be able to go and have a watch of that if you want to have a bit of a laugh. Right, I'll see you tomorrow at 10 AM for part 1 of the 3rd Winter Update, or alternatively for the live stream from 6 o'clock. For today's videos, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.